Welcome back to the cabin. It is freezing today. It's minus 15 or minus 20. It's just as freezing inside as it is outside. I just started the fire. I hope it heats up pretty quick. The humidity really makes it damp and cold. But I was so hot walking here that I took my coat off and I was just sweating profusely, so I was really hot. So I took my coat off, hung it up on inside, and yeah, my pants are wet, my boots are fine, but I actually went through on a couple places on the ice as I was walking across the swamp. You can't really tell with the snow if there's ice or not, so yeah, my pants are lightly wet, but hopefully that's going to dry up next to the fireplace as I'm eating later, because I brought a massive steak. If I can't finish it myself, I brought Old Faithful dog with me, so she's gonna have a pretty good snack herself. I would love actually to cook it outside on the fire pit. The only issue is I don't know if I'll be able to get it. I'm looking at it right now behind you guys and it's completely covered in snow. There was about a foot of snow, a foot and a half that fell, and then it just rained and rained a lot, so the snow is very crispy and icy. So yeah, it's really not really not great conditions. Walking here, just 2 inches more and I should have just used my snowshoes, but I had just boots, and yeah, I didn't really have snowshoes with me, so I walked. Like I said, I was sweating and super tired. The heart rate came back down a little bit just starting the fire, but yeah, time to relax and hopefully not freeze to death, and the fire inside the cabin is going to heat everything up, because right now I am pretty cold. So let's get started and try to take this fire pit out of the snowbank. I'm gonna show you guys that I'm not lying. The door is open and I started the fire, I want to say 15 to 20 minutes ago. I just filmed a couple clips. Here you go. You guys can see it pretty good now just because the door is open. I could feel the heat difference even with the door open. Spin around. Temperature was minus 10 in the cabin. And there we go. It's 12 degrees. And that's in like 15 minutes, 20 minutes that I've been here. That includes like starting the fire and everything. It's already 12 degrees in the cabin. Well, it's a bit leafy, but I finally found it after a good 10 minutes of searching. Alright, let's get this fire started. The trick is now is to keep all this dry and not put it in the snow. Now the heat just beats you in the face. My glasses are all fogged up now. $25 now. 25 degrees Celsius. That's 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So very hot in there. I'll try it with some newspaper, and if it just pisses me off, I'll throw some oil on it. There's no point in wasting time and resources when you're cold. So it looks cool on camera, but apart from that, it's really, you know, nothing beats a Bic lighter. Good old lighter, some matches. A flint and steel puts on a good show, but it's really not practical. I should really split those a lot smaller, but it is what it is. I'll go get more kindling, and I'll also need to make some. These are also the best matches that I've found by far. They're waterproof, they're awesome, and actually affordable, so. They start extremely well, even with the wax on them. Using random stumps sucks. I'm going underneath my wood pile to get some firewood out to make some kindling, but like this is probably like 2-3 years old, just standard pine, you know, standard Christmas tree I guess. And yeah, this stuff is just like ridiculously light, doesn't weigh anything at all, probably weighs a couple grams, just this little piece of firewood. Then I have maple, which is like half the size. It's super dense and super heavy compared to this. But I think it's a good idea. I just sliced up a bit of maple for some kindling. I'll mix it in with the pine and it'll last just much longer. I'm gonna bring that in the cabin. That's what happens when you leave the camera inside. Fogs up right away. I'll call it good after those. Wait for it to die down a little bit. Make some nice coals. It's a mess in here. I'd have to clean up and make more shelves, but so ground is indeed frozen solid. I just have stuff everywhere. So the squirrels make a mess. That seems about good enough for me. I'll go get my steak and slap it on there. This thing is like an inch thick and massive. I can tell that's going to be good if I don't mess it up. Gonna add some spices. Need my fork to go flip it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That looks awesome. Gonna eat this thing, throw it on the plank. Good old plank that I have that I use as a plate. Throw that on there. It's gonna be awesome. Since this thing's so big, I'll throw on some more spices. Ready to call that about good. That looks nice and juicy. Awesome grill marks. Yeah, that looks awesome. Have some fresh cheese to eat with that. Oh, it smells amazing. The butcher had some nice fresh cheese from a local company. Take me a few pieces of that. Yep, I don't want it to cool off too much. Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Oh. All right. It's about time to head inside. Man, it smells so good. I'm ready to dig in. This thing looks awesome. Not sure I'll be able to finish it, but the dog's there. Cooked to perfection. Perfectly cooked. The taste of local, like ethically butchered meat, it's just not the same. I was so hungry too. Oh, so good. I'm sure the dog's gonna hear me eating and come knocking anytime now, but this cheese is good. A stronger cheddar, pretty nice. So after a few minutes, here's what's left. And here's where that's going to her. So, like she doesn't know. 1. Let's alternate a little bit. 2. 3. 4. Big last piece. 5. There we go. And this cheese is really good. It's like expensive steak and cheese. There. All done. Now, I'm going to clean this up, put it in the fire so the germs all burn off, and get ready to head back outside. Dry it off. I'll leave it hovering over the fire. I already stuck it in my fireplace inside the cabin. Scrubbed it down with snow. Now letting it heat soak a little bit. Not thirsty, apparently. Okay. That over there. I gotta take care of this. The fire, have to flip it over and empty out all the coals and put them in snow, and then flip the fire over and keep it flipped just so it doesn't snow inside. And if I ever need it this winter for an emergency or even to cook again, I don't want it to be all iced up and full of snow. So Let's try to do this before my camera freezes and without burning my pants or anything. Okay, so I'll try not to lose the grill this time. If I can't find my grill next time, I need to remember it's going to be leaning against the fire pit. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you'll enjoy the video. If you do, remember to like and subscribe. It helps out a whole lot. And leave a comment down below. The algorithm really likes that, and I enjoyed reading all you guys' comments and all your suggestions. So hopefully you enjoyed and are having a nice day. I'm freezing. I'm gonna head inside and warm up. Thank you guys for watching.